Good evening, Bulavinaka and Namaste. This week we are back at the Inspire Pacific Village here in Namata Nanronga, where we continue to tell the stories about this program, the Tangane Mai program, and the holistic point of view of the program as they aim to inspire young men, boys who may be neglected or abandoned and may have lost hope in life, where this group of young men in their 20s and 30s have set up this amazing program, third year running, and they definitely require a lot of support, founded by Inspire Pacific's Executive Director, Ben Morrison. And tonight we will be talking, apart from Ben, we'll be talking to Richard Dyer, who is the coordinator of the Inspire Pacific Village. Richard, what an inspiring story for everybody. I know it takes a lot. You're just in your late 30s and you have decided to give your life for this kind of cause. What has made you choose this?
I think for me, just growing up back at the village and seeing the hunger and seeing stuff that I've been through, challenges in life that I face, that that motivates me to really step out and help the young people that needs help. For me, growing up, I sometimes really struggle as a young boy growing up with what these young boys are struggling with. So right now, I just want to be able to really step out and be able to help them and direct them not to go in the path that I've already been through.
Richard, I believe that you started off your journey working with young boys through the juvenile center. How did that come about? And if you can tell the people about the story where you eventually decided to work with these young boys who were troubled with the law.
So basically, we used to do a juvenile ministry a couple of years ago with my family, and we kind of stepped out in while we were doing the juvenile ministry. We just had this passion to help young people that's in need. So we helped out at the juvenile center through the church, and then we kind of stepped out to the streets as well. Cook a big pot of food and take it down to the street and just sing songs and gather people around, young people, old people, and just get to feed them without paying any money for food. So that's basically where the passion really got stirred up, and yeah.
And then you've ended up being the coordinator of the Inspire Pacific Village here. That requires a lot of work, and I'm sure people are interested in these at-risk boys or young men who end up in your care. First of all, if you can tell us how they are recruited to be part of the program.
So in order to be part of the program, we take on boys that's willing to change. So the boys' parents, they bring their children, or we go out to the streets and we recruit the boys. But what we tell them is, we don't want to force you to come into the program. It's a free will. If you want to change, then you're welcome, most welcome to join the program. So that's how we be able to recruit boys into the Inspire program.
So when you're saying that, and we had this discussion before about parents approaching you because they have lost hope in trying to get the best out of their child. You've had cases of that where parents are reaching out to you where there's no other help available?
Yes, we have A couple of parents come up to the space, into the office, and just bring in the child that they can't basically handle. Maybe it's too much for them to handle. And then they come and then they ask us to, if we want to be able to recruit our kids to go through the program. So we take those children on, and then we kind of go through some assessments, and then they're into the program.
Richard, no doubt we've seen the emergence of hard drugs, young people using hard drugs and getting addicted to it. You did share stories about some people who were deep into drugs also reaching out to you when you were on the streets. If you can share with our viewers and listeners, please.
Yeah, there was this before the camp when we were still doing recruiting. There was a couple of boys that were on the street where we went and reached out to while we were recruiting, and then what we were doing, we were just sharing the word, giving them opportunities, but not bringing them in, but just sharing opportunities if they want to change. We are here to help them. So we were sharing with a couple of boys. There was this little boy that was just laying down.
Not in the discussion with you.
Yes, he wasn't in the discussion with me. We were talking to a couple of other boys, and he was just laying down. But as we were sharing, he was hearing the conversation that was happening. And then when we gave them the opportunity to, okay, if you guys want, you guys can come with us. But if you don't, then it's okay. We'll check on you every now and then if you might want to change your mind, if you want to come into the program. But the moment we ready to turn our back, this boy got up. And then when he got up, he said that, I want to go. And then we asked him, are you sure you want to go? And then he said, ever since last night, he was just thinking, if he gets another opportunity, he will take it. So that was the opportunity that he had, that he took on.
And this is the boy who was addicted to methamphetamine?
And this is the boy that was addicted to methamphetamine.
Now the Tangane Mai program, it is a 14 weeks program that you run here. What does this entail, the 6 weeks where they come to camp? I believe there's a process that even the parents go through with their children here in terms of identifying the love and care and kindness that truly is very important for any human being.
I think really with these boys here in camp is really trying to build a really close relationship with them, stuff that they don't find from home, maybe because they're not heard. But here is more like really building that safe space where they could really come up to us and speak to us of something that they are facing or something that they are struggling with. And then without judgment, we are there for them, and we see in ways that we could really help them.
What about the washing of the feet process that the fathers and the sons go through?
On the second week, we did the washing of the feet. The washing of the feet was really, it was really powerful to see everything that happened in the washing of the feet, because some of the boys really don't have a really close relationship with the dad. And the washing of the feet, one thing that we really noticed was boys are just really breaking down in tears, and some of them are hugging their dad for the first time. And even be able to see that means really a lot, to see a boy getting a first hug from his dad, and just the dad affirming the child of things that he don't normally do. And that's what we see in the second week. We really see boys like really getting to know their dad more.
Process, I see you've got, before we came, of course, we saw the Ministry of Agriculture involved in talking to the boys. What are the different aspects that you look at when they are in camp?
So basically in camp, what we do is we try to find things that we get them engaged in. So today there was the Ministry of Agriculture where most of them would really love to do farming. So we thought to really engage them in something that they're good at. So some of the boys we see, like when they lay their hands on in the ground, like they're so good at it that they want to see the fruits of what they do. So that's how we are getting them involved in planting and utilizing the space that's been given.
I see your program also looks at things like leadership, arts, music, social interaction, and cooking. Knowing that everybody, as you said, has different ways of finding out or identifying who they are, how successful do you think the program has been in the past 3 years?
I think for the past 3 years, how successful it is been just looking back and seeing the child or the children that was being neglected back in school, and they're doing what they are really passionate about. Some of them are in school, some of them are at work, and just seeing them doing that really means a lot, because that's something that we really nurture here. We really try and get them to know who they are, what they're good at, and making them work towards it or step into what they're good at. And I think for me, that's the biggest thing, seeing them doing what they love to do.
You're watching fijiVillage Straight Talk. I am Vijay Narayan.